everyone, it's Sydney Michelle here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title, today we will be talking about the hidden cost of physical therapy school. And today I'll be giving you some tips and tricks on how to navigate some of these costs. So the first hidden cost that we're going to talk about is the APTA student membership. Going into physical therapy school, I did not know that my program would want us to obtain an APTA student membership. And of course, they can't force you to purchase one of these memberships because it does cost $100. However, it is highly recommended just because they have a lot of opportunities for students and they allow access to different articles that you might not necessarily be able to access if you do not have an APTA membership. You also get discounts when you are going to CSM, the combined sections meeting. They do give out discounts to students who hold APTA memberships. So that's hidden cost number one. It's $100. So the second hidden cost is white coat ceremony. So this fee is going to vary between programs. My school did not require us to pay a white coat ceremony fee. However, there are some programs out there that do require you to pay an additional fee for your white coat. And along the same lines of down the road costs would be the NPTE, the National Physical Therapy Examination. This is the exam that you must take in order to become a licensed physical therapist and in order to practice in the United States. That test alone is $485 this year, which is 2023. So I don't know if their cost is going to increase or not, but right now it is close to $500. So that is something that you should also take into consideration. And speaking of the boards, congratulations to anyone who passed the NPTE last week. A couple of my friends passed, so it is an awesome feeling. And I can't wait until I can experience that same feeling as them. And to those that did not pass, that is a-okay. You still have another chance. The next available time to take boards is in July. So speaking of NPTE, I have partnered with TrueLearn, a test prep company designed for prospective healthcare professionals, from physical therapists taking the NPTE to nursing students taking the NCLEX, and even pharmacy for the NAPLEX. TrueLearn offers over 1,600 NPTE style practice questions with high quality explanations, custom quizzes, and even a performance dashboard that provides informative metrics on strengths and weaknesses in real time. So if you're out there about to start studying for the July NPTE, this is a perfect opportunity for you to take advantage of. Make sure you use my discount code Sydney20 to get 20% off your purchase of TrueLearn. Okay, hidden cost number 3 is parking garage fees. So this may or may not apply to you, but it applies to me for sure because I currently pay $900 per year to park in the parking garage because I am a commuter student and there is nowhere to park near my school for free, unless I want to walk like a couple blocks. So make sure you look into your program, ask those questions to see if there are any associated parking fees for your school. If you're in an urban area, make sure you research any type of public transportation that may be available to you, just so that you can avoid any fees like $900 per year. Hidden cost number 4 is CPR recertification, or certification if you've never been certified. So recently I had to recertify for my CPR certification because it expired back in March, and it is a requirement for us to be CPR certified throughout our clinical experiences. This was my second time recertifying. I've been CPR certified since 2019, I believe. So you have to recertify every 2 years, and I decided to take the adult and pediatric CPR, first aid, and AED course, which was a total of $70. My school also offered an outside person to come and teach a class for us to recertify. That was a total of $55. However, I wanted to take it upon myself to go outside of my program because I wanted to be certified in both adult and pediatric CPR, first aid, and AED. I wanted the whole package. So that is why I did not decide to go through with my program's outside source, and I just went through the Red Cross. The next hidden cost is books. So coming into physical therapy school, they sent out a list of about 14 or so books that they wanted us to purchase or recommended us to purchase. And honestly, I can tell you that I did not need a single one of those books, honestly, because everything is on the internet now for free. So if you can, go out before you buy those $100 books, go out, search on Google the title, and see if there is a free PDF version, because all of these books that they want us to get and never use again that cost can be put towards something else, like your CPR certification or your APTA membership. So honestly, I do think they provide enough information within our program in order to be successful. The only real book that I used my first year was Net Anatomy, was my Net Anatomy book, because anatomy was a little difficult, but the Net Anatomy pictures were really, really good. Hidden cost number 6 is a big one for me: clinical rotation expenses. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for quite some time now, you guys saw me go off to Dallas last year for my first clinical rotation, and it was a doozy with the expenses out of pocket. But the first thing we'll talk about is housing. Majority of physical therapy programs do not provide housing for their students going off onto clinical rotations. Also, you do not get paid as a student to work 40 hours a week or more as a physical therapy student when you're off on clinical rotations. So therefore, definitely take into account housing. My first clinical experience, I lived with my friend Janae. She is my classmate. We both had rotations down in Dallas, so we decided to stay together, and we were able to split the cost of the Airbnb that we had to rent for about 8 weeks. And we both had to pay about $2,000+ in order to stay there, not counting any type of transportation costs, because we actually ended up living in Arlington instead of Dallas. So there was a long commute for Janae mostly, and I had a commute about 20 minutes. So back and forth every day was a lot, and especially like going out and stuff, you want to have fun, of course, as well during your clinicals. So on the weekends, you have your weekend expenses as well, and it can total out to be a lot of money if you do not budget properly and if you aren't proactive with saving your money for clinical experiences. One other cost that I forgot to talk about within clinical experiences was clinic attire. So wherever you may end up, they may have a dress code. More than likely, they'll have a dress code, and you'll have to abide by their rules, of course. My next 2 clinicals will be in hospitals. Therefore, I will need to purchase scrubs, and each hospital has their own colors that they associate with physical therapists. So I have to go out and buy gray scrubs for my next clinical. And I have so many scrubs from Anatomy Lab, but they're blue and black, so I can't use them. So now I have to go out and buy new scrubs that are gray. The last hidden costs that I'm going to talk about today are unexpected emergencies. Now, this cost can apply even if you're not in school right now. You just need money on the side for unexpected emergencies. So just to be frank, last week I got into a car accident and totaled my car. I was not at fault, by the way. Insurance company did not put me at fault, so that is good. However, now I don't have a car. So you need to make sure that you take into account any of the unexpected worries of life, like car accidents. I've also had very bad luck with cars. So my first clinical, again, I went down with my car. There was a whole bunch before that, so that's why you guys need to go and watch my videos to know the whole thing. But I had some issues with my car before I went to clinical experience 1. While I was down in Texas, my car broke down like 3 or so weeks before I was about to leave my clinical. Thankfully, I have awesome parents that are willing to still help me at my age, and they helped me with my car because I didn't have the money. So that is something that you guys should take into account, is unexpected emergencies with car, medical costs, anything that can fall out the sky, really. So yeah, I would say save, just save, because physical therapy school and life are expensive. So hopefully this video gave you some ideas of maybe what to expect going into PT school, or even if you're in PT school right now, some future costs that may come up later. Make sure that you guys are ready for that stuff, because it's gonna come at you real fast and unexpected. Thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you again to TrueLearn for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys in my next video.